Rule A9, Rule 10, and Rule 13 will have a priority over Rule 18, will precede over Rule 18. So therefore, the overtaking vessel, so this vessel can become a ram also, can become a sailing vessel also, can become a fishing vessel also. This vessel will keep clear of this one. Now I am coming to the next one. Now I am coming to the next one. Okay. Next one is okay. I want to know action by A, own vessel. Anybody in the class? Action by A.
So he can alter to port or starboard, both sides, sir.
Do you agree to this?
Yes, sir.
Can alter course to starboard, can alter course to port also. As per which rule are we applying?
Sir, Rule 18.
Alpha. Rule 18. Alpha. Duty to keep clear. Is this okay with everybody? And so therefore I could give you Bravo 2, another fishing vessel, or I could give you Bravo 3, another fishing vessel. Any one vessel at any time. You can go to starboard, you can go to port for any of the three cases. Now, if I were to make you a choice between starboard and port, which one would you choose and why? A choice between starboard and port.
Starboard.
So starboard passing astern, sir.
But Bravo 2,
सर अपनी स्टारबोर्ड साइड को थोड़ा खाली रखेंगे.
क्यों? Reason.
I will buy some
सर हेड
time.
ऑन हो जाए किसी पावर ड्रिवन के साथ तो पोर्ट टू पोर्ट पास करने के लिए स्टारबोर्ड में थोड़ी जगह रहे.
Okay. So this is first choice. This is my second choice. For all the cases, B1, B2 or B3, this will be my this thing. And reason for the choices. Keeping starboard side at all times. For any oncoming traffic. Keeping starboard side clear at all times for any oncoming traffic. Now the question, for which rule? Keeping starboard side clear at all times for any oncoming traffic. This is as per which rule? Anybody in the class?
The rule 2.
Correct. Ordinary practice of seamen. And ordinary practice of seamen is as per what? Prudent seamanship. And that is as per what? That is as per rule 2. So now let us get into rule 2. अब rule 2 की बारी आई है. So let's try to understand rule 2. Rule 2. Title of the rule 2. Responsibility. Whose responsibility? Whose responsibility? Everybody. Everybody is responsible. So rule 2 is saying everybody is responsible. Responsible for what? For following ROR. Everybody is responsible for compliance with ROR. सबको responsible बना दिया. Now, can you start by reading rule 2? Go and do very slowly.
Rule 2, responsibility, part A. Nothing in these rules shall exonerate any vessel or the owner, master, or crew thereof from the consequences of to comply with these rules.
Stop. Nothing in these rules shall exonerate. That means there is no excuse to anybody. There is no pardon to anybody. That is the meaning of exonerate. No excuse, no pardon to any vessel or owner और मास्टर और क्रू. इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब ये है कि ये लिस्ट अभी खत्म नहीं हुई है. ये लिस्ट कंटिन्यूअस चल रही है और इसमें और भी लोग लपेटे में आ रहे हैं. Who are the other guys? DPA, agent, charterer, शिपर. ये सब साइलेंट है लेकिन सब इन्वॉल्व हैं इसमें. जब रूल ये बोल रहा है टू एनी वेसल शिप ओनर मास्टर क्रू, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो उसी पे लिमिटेड होके दुकान बंद हो गई, बाकी सब भी लपेटे में आ गए. ये सब अनरिटन है. देयर इज नो एक्सक्यूज और नो पार्डन टू एनीबडी. For what? For not following ROR. किसी को कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं है, कोई पार्डन नहीं है. Now you read this line once again, please.
Nothing in these rules shall exonerate any vessel or the owner, master, or crew thereof from the consequences of any neglect to comply with these rules or of the neglect of any precaution which may be required by the ordinary practice of seamen or by the special circumstances of the case.
Okay, just hold it here. From the consequences of any neglect of following ROR or of the neglect of ordinary practice of seamen in following ROR. मतलब बेसिकली ये रूल 2 सबसे पहले तो टाइटल में रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी डालता है, कहता है भैया फॉलो ROR, ये कह रहा है ये रूल, फॉलो ROR बिकॉज यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल, बिकॉज एवरीबडी इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल। तो रूल ये कह रहा है और कोई बचेगा नहीं अगर वो ROR को फॉलो नहीं करता है, तो कोई बचाव नहीं है। Or of the neglect of any ordinary practice of seamen in ROR. Next line.
Sir, part B इसका
जी
in construing and complying with these rules, due regard shall be had to all dangers of navigation and collision and to any special circumstances, including the limitations of the vessels involved, which may make a departure from these rules necessary to avoid immediate danger.
ओके अब ये लाइन कह रही है इन कंस्ट्रूइंग एंड कंप्लाइंग विद दीज रूल्स, मतलब व्हाइल यू आर फॉलोइंग ROR you must give due regards to all the dangers of collision and navigation, to all the dangers of navigation and collision, and to any special circumstance of the case, और अगर कोई स्पेशल सर्कमस्टांस आ रहा है जो कि आपको फोर्स कर रहा है टू गो एंटी ROR, you will give due regard while you are following ROR, you will give regards to everything possible, all the dangers of navigation and collision involved, and to any special circumstances of the case, which will force you to go anti ROR. Now I want you to read this line again, please.
Part B.
That's
In
right.
construing and complying with these rules, due regard shall be had to all dangers of navigation and collision and to any special circumstances, including the limitations of the vessels involved, which may make a departure from these rules necessary to avoid immediate danger.
Okay. मतलब कि while you are following ROR, you must give regards to all the possible dangers of navigation and collision and the limitations of the vessels involved, including the special circumstances of the case, which will force you to go against the ROR. But you will not do so because you have to follow ROR. This is one sentence. There is no break in sentence. So the sentence started with while following ROR. And it ended with के सारे cases including which force you to go anti-ROR. But you will not anti-ROR. You will keep following ROR. अब हम लोगों ने जहाज पे क्या किया और जहाज के सीनियर्स क्या करते हैं, वो इस लाइन को आखिरी वाली लाइन को फुल स्टॉप करके पढ़ लेते हैं Okay, therefore, if there are conditions which force you to go anti ROR, so you can do so. And you can get away with murder. But that's not what ROR is talking about. It is saying while following ROR. Have you understood what I am trying to say here?
सर मतलब आरओआर हमेशा फॉलो करनी है, पर अगर ऐसा कुछ हो जाए तो फिर
What I am trying to tell you is that up till now, whatever we have been reading about Rule 2 is all wrong. What we have learned so far about Rule 2, including all the people on board, what they've been teaching us is if you are in a situation, you want to get out, break ROR, do anything, and get out of it by going anti ROR. This is what everybody is saying. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
यस सर.
And who will save you? Rule 2 will save you. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But Rule 2 तो ये कहता ही नहीं है. Rule 2 तो कुछ और कह रहा है. Rule 2 तो उल्टा कह रहा है you have to follow ROR at all times. टाइटल से शुरू होता है, कहता है रिस्पॉन्सिबल हो भाई, तुम रिस्पॉन्सिबल हो, तुम फॉलो करो. तो उसके बाद पॉइंट नंबर 1 कहता है देयर इज नो पार्डन, नो एक्सक्यूज इफ यू डिसोबे ROR. वो 2A में बोल दिया, 2 ब्रावो में बोल दिया while you are following ROR, that means you must follow ROR. और एक ही सेंटेंस है, there is no break in sentence. So that means while following ROR is sacrosanct. So how can a rule say you go anti ROR? ये तो हमारे भाईजान लोग ने सबने उल्टे सीधे मीनिंग निकाल लिए रूल्स के. Are you getting the meaning what I am trying to tell you?
Sir, then this last line, which may make a departure from this rule necessary to avoid. So, sir,
This line is not to be read as a standalone line. This is a continuation of the whole sentence. So please read it in continuation, not as a standalone line. What everybody has been doing is reading this line as a standalone line, which may make a departure from these rules necessary to avoid immediate danger. बस इसका मतलब डेंजर है तो मेक अ डिपार्चर. अरे भाई स्टैंडअलोन तो है ही नहीं लाइन, वो तो कंटिन्यूएशन में चल रही है. शुरू कहां से हुई थी? While following ROR, in construing and complying with these rules, उससे शुरू हुई थी वो लाइन.
That means those situation which can force you to go anti ROR. In those situations you follow ROR. ये बोल रहे हैं.
That is right. That is right. रूल ये कह रहा है कि ऐसी सिचुएशंस आएंगी जब आपको सिचुएशन आपको बोलेगी आप एंटी ROR चले जाओ, ज्यादा आसान है, लेकिन आप नहीं जाओगे, आप फॉलो ROR ही करोगे. Does it make sense?
But sir, फिर that will not result in any accident.
अरे भाई सिंपल सा लॉजिक है. In following ROR, there was never a rule to say go anti ROR. ये हमने क्रिएट किया लोगों ने अपनी थिंकिंग की वजह से. अगर ऐसा होता कि गो एंटी ROR तो मेरे को बाकी सारे 40 रूल्स देने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. सब में बोल देता भैया कीप क्लियर, बात खत्म है, कैसे भी रख लो, मुझे नहीं पता. That would have been the best rule. Just keep clear of it. भाई मुझे नहीं पता कैसे करोगे तुम. Just don't have a collision. That's all. Do whatever you want. Wouldn't that have been a simpler one? इतने रूल्स दिए, इतना कुछ दिया और फिर बोल दिया रूल 2 में कर लो, जो करना है कर लो, मतलब कि तोड़ दो रूल को। ऐसा थोड़ी होता है, ये कभी उसका मतलब ही नहीं था, ये तो लोगों ने मतलब बनाया। एंड बिकॉज गलत मतलब बनाया, वो गलत मतलब चलता जा रहा है। Try to read this rule again with this viewpoint that I have told you. I know it is very difficult to digest because हम तो इतनी सालों से चलते आ रहे हैं, इतने सारे लोग जो हैं हमें ये बताए जा रहे हैं कि रूल 2 करो, बाएं चले जाओ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, रूल 2 फॉलो कर लो, कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा, बहुत ज्यादा होगा, मुसीबत में फंसोगे और रूल 2 आपको डुबोएगा, क्योंकि रूल 2 आपको कह ही नहीं रहा कहीं पे भी कि गो एंटी आरओआर। आपने तो लास्ट की एक पोर्शन को निकाल लिया और वो कर दिया, वो बोल दिया अपने मतलब के लिए। It's like journalists picking up a word from whatever these celebrities speak on TV.
सर
हाँ जी।
सर तो फिर एक बार इसका मतलब फिर से बता दीजिए। इन कंस्ट्रक्टिंग एंड कंप्लाइंग विद दीज रूल ड्यू रिगार्ड शैल बी हैड टू ऑल डेंजर्स, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि हमें मतलब कंटिन्यूसली
While we are following ROR, we have to give regards to everything. So due regards must be had to dangers. Or, so we must give regards to all the dangers of navigation and collision involved, including the limitations of the vessel involved. इंक्लूडिंग अगर कोई किसी जहाज की लिमिटेशंस है, उनको भी मुझे ख्याल रखना है। कब? जब मैं आरओआर को फॉलो कर रहा हूं, तब आई मस्ट कीप टेकिंग इनटू अकाउंट दैट आल्सो, which may make a departure from these rules necessary to avoid immediate danger. अगर कोई immediate danger है और मुझे फोर्स कर रहा है।
अच्छा सर, मतलब कोई ऐसा डेंजर जो हमें एंटी आरओआर जाने के लिए फोर्स कर रहा है, हमें उसका रिगार्ड रखना चाहिए।
बस
ठीक है सर,
बस ये मतलब है। और ये सारी की सारी चीजें कनेक्टेड है विद इन कंस्ट्रक्टिंग एंड कंप्लाइंग विद दीज रूल्स, ये उससे कनेक्टेड है कि जब मैं फॉलो आरओआर कर रहा था उस वक्त अगर कोई हेड ऑन सिचुएशन थी और मेरे स्टारबर्ड साइड पे कोई फिशिंग वेसल है, अब रूल कहता है कि मेरे को स्टारबर्ड जाना चाहिए, पर मेरे तो यहां पे फिशिंग वेसल आ गया, क्या मैं पोर्ट जा सकता हूं? नहीं। मैं क्या करूंगा? मैं स्टॉप इंजन करूंगा, लेकिन मैं पोर्ट नहीं जा, ये कह रहा है रूल।
हाँ जी सर, समझ गया सर।
रूल ये कह रहा है मैं पोर्ट नहीं जाऊंगा, लेकिन मैं स्टारबर्ड भी नहीं जा सकता, तो फिर मैं क्या करूंगा? स्टॉप इंजन करूंगा, और क्या करूंगा? फिर भी रिस्क ऑफ कोलिजन एग्जिस्ट करता है, फिर क्या करूंगा? 5 शॉट एंड रैपिड ब्लास्ट दूंगा। फिर भी एग्जिस्ट करता है, फुल स्टर्न दूंगा, लेकिन पोर्ट नहीं जाऊंगा। ये मतलब है। इज दैट ओके? इज दैट
Yes.
ओके विद एवरीबॉडी?
यस सर।
हाँ जी, अब डाउट्स पूछो।
Sir, here the term limitation of vessel involved is used. So, if I say I'm on anchor, so there is limitation, and another vessel come and collide. So, what is my responsibility in that case?
Okay. So if you are a vessel at anchor and the other vessel comes and collides with you, you have a certain duty to keep clear. ये नहीं कि मैं एंकर पे बैठा हूं, ये मतलब उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, मेरी नहीं है। ये तो रॉन्ग हो जाएगा। आई हैव टू डू सम थिंग्स। डिड आई गिव 5 short and rapid blasts to the other vessel? Did I start picking up the anchor chain? Did I try to swing the vessel out of the way of the other vessel? I have to do all those things. Did I inform VTIS? तो वो सब करना है ना मुझे जब मैं एंकर पे हूं। Did I sound the appropriate sound signals to warn him? Did I flash the light at him? ये सारी चीजें आएंगी। ये मेरा एक्शन है। अगर मैं एंकर पे हूं और दूसरा वेसल मेरे को आके ठोकता है, बोथ वेसल्स आर टू बी ब्लेम्ड।
सर अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन डेवलप हो तो फिर अंकल क्या रिलीज भी तो कर सकते हैं कि बिटर एंड से निकाल के, बट वो रिस्की हो जाएगा।
That's right. You have to give away. What happened? There was a vessel by name of, I don't know if you remember this case. ये थोड़ी देर पहले था, High Spirit. If you have read this case, High Spirit.
नो सर।
High Spirit. I suggest you go on to Google and type HEBEI High Spirit. Just type it. Beautiful case. Vessel is at anchor in South Korea. Somewhere near, in South Korea somewhere. And there is a Samsung barge which is going past. Tug and a tow. सैमसंग की बार्ज है, सैमसंग की फैक्ट्री वहां पे है और उनकी अपनी बार्ज है, वो जा रही है और दूर से जा रही है, करीब 3 मील दूर से ताक जा रहा है और टो जा रही है। अब बैड वेदर है, करीब विंड फोर्स है करीब 5-6, एंड वो टो लाइन पार्ट कर जाती है। अब वो जो सैमसंग की बार्ज है वो वहां से ड्रिफ्ट करती हुई आती है, तो करीब ऑलमोस्ट 20 मिनट लगाती है टू ड्रिफ्ट फ्रॉम 3 माइल। And High Spirit is a own ship, is a VLCC, fully loaded with crude oil, 260, 270, whatever, anchored है। वो वहां से आके ठोकती है बार्ज हाई स्पिरिट को, एंड हाई स्पिरिट से क्रूड ऑयल लीक करता है और वो तेल जाके बीचेस पे जाके उनके बीचेस खराब करता है, फिशरमैन की लाइवलीहुड खराब कर देता है। The master on board was Captain Jasprit Chawla, and the mate on board, both Indians. Everybody was Indian. Top 4 were, the top officers were all Indians. The vessel was on a V ship's management. They put master and mate behind. A lot of केस किया उनको और 1.5 साल तक वो अंदर थे। बहुत बड़ा केस बना था। सैमसंग इज अ जायंट इन साउथ कोरिया, मतलब वन ऑफ द सेकंड लार्जेस्ट थिंग। सो पॉलिटिकल इशू बन गया था बहुत जबरदस्त सैमसंग का। द फ्लॉ वाज entirely Samsung barge. Own ship, High Spirit, was anchored at कोरियन एंकरेज, तो उसकी तो कोई गलती बनती नहीं है, लेकिन उन्होंने ऐसे पॉइंट्स निकाले जिसमें मास्टर और मेट फंसे। वही आपके पास 20 मिनट थे, आप खाली बस VHF पे बुलाते रहे उसको, वो तो वैसे ही टूट चुका है, वो उसका तो इंजन ही नहीं है। उल्टा का बीच में आया उसको रोकने के लिए, बट बैड वेदर इतना खराब था कि वो टंग भी छोड़ के चला गया, उसको अबैंडन करके चला गया, भैया मैं तो जा रहा हूँ। और फिर वो बार्ज आती रही, एंड बार्ज इज अ ह्यूज बार्ज, इट इज नॉट अ छुटकू बार्ज, इट्स अ ह्यूज फेलो with a huge superstructure and some this thing like a huge container on top, huge big one. और वो आई और जाके ठोका उसने 20 मिनट के बाद। तो आप 20 मिनट तक क्या करते रहे, ये क्वेश्चन उठा। एज अ मास्टर आपके पास वीएलसीसी है, व्हाई डिड यू नॉट टेक दिस थिंग, इंजन को रेडी करो, व्हाई डिड यू नॉट स्टार्ट हीविंग अप, वो सब ड्रामा क्यों नहीं किया आपने? 20 मिनट में आप एंकर उठा सकते थे, इफ नेसेसरी ड्रेंच करके निकल जाते। अगर एंकर को तोड़ना है तो तोड़ दो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? एंड लाइक समबडी सेड बिटर एंड से निकाल दो, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? बिटर एंड से निकाल दो। मैक्सिमम क्या है कि एंकर और चेन की कॉस्ट जाएगी ना, जहाज तो बच जाएगा। ये इशू आ जाता है जो हम बात कर रहे थे पिछली बार। सो बेसिकली so we said that any vessel which is overtaking us, जो faster vessel होगा, it is her duty to keep clear. Now I am touching upon something else. Now I am touching again upon this is PD vessel, and I'm now talking about vessel Bravo, and vessel Bravo is a fishing vessel. So let me start with Shivam Kumar. Shivam?
Yes, sir.
Shivam, you are on vessel A, right? And you are following your TSS, and you are in your lane of the TSS. And what I want to know is, and you have a vessel B, which is a fishing vessel, which is crossing you from starboard to port, and is crossing the TSS also. So tell me, Shivam, what action would you like to take on A? Your first action.
Sir, it depends on the traffic of the TSS. If there is no
Depends
traffic,
on
I
the
can go out on the traffic and the sea room I have. And if no traffic and I have and sufficient sea room, I'll alter my course to starboard and will follow the stern of the B. And then slowly, when the fishing vessel will cross,
अच्छा
I'll come back on my track.
अच्छा, ये कहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है शिवम? तुमने ये जो इतनी बड़ी हमें ज्ञान की बातें बताई हैं अभी, ये कहाँ पे लिखी हुई हैं?
सर आपने
कौन से रूल?
सर आपने एक्शन का सर एक्शन का है ना, तो एक्शन के ऊपर ये कि क्या एक्शन लोगे।
तो अच्छा, ये मैंने ऐसा कुछ बोला है क्लास में? ये तो मैं घबराने लग गया हूँ। तो मतलब मेरा सीओसी दाव पे लगा रहे हो तुम हैं?
नहीं
तुमने तो
सर।
बड़ा, तो इमेजिन करो, मैं तुम्हारे को ये सिंगापुर में तुमने अभी रैफल्स पास किया है। तुम सिंगापुर गए हो कभी?
हाँ जी सर,
गए हो? कितनी बार गए हो?
काफी बार गया हूँ।
काफी बार गए हो, चलो वेरी गुड। तो यू आर ईस्ट बाउंड एंड यू जस्ट पास रैफल्स, राइट?
ओके सर।
याद है कुछ?
ओके।
सिंगापुर याद है? रैफल्स पास किया, उसके बाद में पोर्ट साइड पे क्या आता है?
इतना है ऐसे मैं आपको नहीं याद, बट गया हूँ काफी बार।
नहीं, तो ये कुछ तो याद रखा करो। पोर्ट साइड पे क्या होता है? अच्छा, स्टारबोर्ड साइड पे क्या है ये पता है? यहाँ पे
ऐसा इतना मैप नहीं याद ऐसे।
मैप ही नहीं याद?
सब बफेलो रॉक है क्या?
ओके, करेक्ट। मैं तो खाली इतना बोल रहा था कि यहाँ पे इंडोनेशिया है। मैं तो इतना, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग वाइडली, इस साइड पे यहाँ पे सिंगापुर है। आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू आस्क यू इंट्रिकेसीज ऑफ Buffalo Rock and Sunk Rock. I'm not getting into all that.
ओके।
But vaguely तुम मुझे ये बताओ, सिंगापुर स्ट्रेट्स में तुम कहते हो मैं हार्ड स्टारबोर्ड देके इसके स्टर्न से जाऊंगा, तो मतलब तुम यू वुड लाइक टू गेट आउट ऑफ टीएसएस, इज इट अलाउड है तुम्हारे लिए?
नहीं सर, सिंगापुर में तो सर
सर ये तो सिंगापुर ही तो है, और क्या है ये?
नहीं
मेरा
सर
घर
देखो
तो मेरा घर थोड़ी है।
सर,
तुमने अभी
वहां तो
बोला
सर फिशिंग वेसल,
okay, you are in Singapore and there is no traffic around you. Today is your
नॉट
brightest.
सर, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस, आई एम जस्ट
हाँ,
सेइंग अगर फिशिंग वेसल आएगी तो सर वो तो आती नहीं है सर उधर अपने उसमें टीएसएस में, पहले तो आती है तो सर वो उठा के ले जाते हैं पोर्ट वाले। सर वही कहता
उठा
है
के ले
क्लियर
जाते हैं।
रखूंगा इससे।
उठा के ले जाते हैं, इसको कैसे उठाएगा भाई तू? ओके, भानु प्रताप.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'll maintain my course and speed, sir.
Okay, what is the reason for that?
Sir, Rule 18 says that except where Rule 9 and 10 otherwise require,
All
and
right.
Rule 9 Part C says that a fishing vessel shall not impede the passage of other vessel navigating in narrow channel or fairway.
All right. So we come to the first line which starts off with except 9, 10, 13 otherwise require. So that means rule 9, rule 10 and 13 will override over rule 18. This is the meaning of it. And I think I have repeated this earlier also in class. Yes, no. Correct or no? Have I repeated this? Yes, in the earlier class, yes or no?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes,
तो
sir.
फिर
Yes, sir.
तो फिर शिवम तुम कहाँ से कौन सा ये एक्शन ले रहे थे बड़ा मजेदार वाला कि आई विल पास
सर गलती लगी सर,
छोटी छोटी सी गलती हुई कि बड़ी गलती है?
बड़ी गलती है सर,
बड़ी गलती है। कितनी बड़ी गलती है?
काफी बड़ी गलती है।
अच्छा, कितने महीने के लिए गलती है ये? कितने महीने लगेंगे इसको गलती को सुधारने में?
नहीं सर अब नहीं होगी, विल
अब
ट्राई
नहीं
टू
होगी? अच्छा, एमएमडी में 2 महीने की है ये पनिशमेंट 2 months, यू गो बिहाइंड बाय 2 months, एमएमडी ये कहता है। तो जो जो भी छोटी छोटी गलतियां करते रहोगे या बड़ी बड़ी करते रहोगे तो 2-2 महीने पीछे जाते जाओगे, बस और कुछ नहीं है। दैट इज ओनली सिंपल मिस्टेक है, सिंपल सा सोल्यूशन है। So the purpose of my class is to, as much as you can remember, I'm telling you the points, you can remember it, well, good for you. If you can't remember it, then 2-2 महीने पीछे होते जाओ. That's how it's going to be. So the first action by alpha is maintain course and speed. This is going to be the first action. You have to maintain course and speed, and this maintain course and speed is as per the first line, that is except 9, 10, 13 otherwise require, and this is as per rule 18. All right, you maintain your course and speed. She does not take any action. What will be your next action on alpha? Muhammad Sadat. Muhammad Saddam. What will be your next action? Bravo does not take action. You had maintained your course and speed. Risk of collision still exists.
Sir, 5 rapid blast to attract attention.
Very good. All right. So I give 5 short and rapid blasts to attract attention. This is as per which rule? As per which rule? You can have a look at your book.
34 delta.
Correct. 34 delta. All 5 short and rapid blasts are always as per 34 delta. Right? You can refer to your book while you are speaking. There's no issue. 5 short and rapid blasts. All right. She still does not take any action. Minto Singh. Next action by you.
Yes, sir. Then we can slow down our speed and we can alter slowly.
ऑल्टर कैसे करोगे बेटे? मैं तुमको बार बार
Sir,
बोल रहा हूँ, तुम
means
सिंगापुर
like
में हो।
combination. Sir, means yes, sir. So we can slow down our speed.
Okay, reduce speed. If necessary, stop engine. Stop main engine. That should be your action. Tell me the rule which you will be doing this as per.
Sir, rule number 8.
Which part?
Sir,
रूल 17 नहीं यूज होगा इसमें
17. 17 कहाँ
sir,
से लेके आ?
sir, E, sir, part E, rule 8, part E is said to
Correct.
avoid collision, allow more time access. You can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. All reductions of speeds or stopping main engine whenever is going to be as per rule 8 echo. Always. Rule 17 somebody mentioned. 17 इसमें लागू होगा कि नहीं होगा? Anybody in the class? Anybody? Somebody is saying rule 17.
सर होना चाहिए ना इसमें क्योंकि हम लोग स्टैंड ऑन में चले हैं
Okay. हाँ जी.
Sir, Rule 17 will not apply because a fishing vessel is not a part of a vessel.
Absolutely right. Bang on. This is what I started the whole conversation with 1 month ago. My discussion was only centered around this. Please remember, Rule 17 is not to be applied over here because 15, 16, 17, if you remember 14, 15, 16, 17, I had said was applicable for two PD vessels. And fishing vessel is not a PD vessel. I specifically spent 1 hour on that. You remember it?
ओके सर
तो ये गलती कभी भी मत करना 2 महीने ऐड हो गए सीधा स्ट्रेट अवे 15, 16, 17 तो लागू ही नहीं होगा ओके reduce speed as per the 6-stop engine. All right, now I'm coming on to Mohit Ajay Joshi. Mohit,
Yes, sir.
anything else you would like to do at this stage now? Shashwat Rohila. Anything else you would like to do?
नो सर
Himanshu. Himanshu. Anything else you would like to do? Anything else you would like to do?
No, sir. If required, we can go to astern propulsion. Else
Okay.
nothing.
Okay, else nothing. Shivam Kumar. Anything else you would like to do now to save your skin from 2 months?
No, sir.
All right. Nobody wants to do anything.
Call master on bridge.
Call master. Thank God. Somebody is calling master also. Abhishek Rawat. Well, I'm assuming master is already on board, already on the bridge. You already caused him enough panic.
Sir,
We can also exit the TSS if necessary to avoid collision.
Okay, I will discuss this point separately. अभी मैं थोड़ी देर में आऊंगा इस पॉइंट पे, बट अभी मैं उस पे डाइवर्ट नहीं होना चाहता. मैं इस पॉइंट को टच जरूर करूंगा. So you can remind me after 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
But I'd like something else. मैं कुछ और पॉइंट.
BTS confirm कर दूंगा. BTS confirm कर दूंगा.
Effectiveness of the action to be careful.
BTS फिर
Correct. VTIS को इन्फॉर्म करूंगा. बिल्कुल सही जिसने भी बोला.
बहुत अच्छा एक्शन बताएगा कुछ.
VTIS. एक्शन कोई नहीं बताएगा वो. You need to inform VTIS. You are already in a traffic separation, in a narrow and a VTIS and a TSS. You must involve a third party. So inform VTIS. And VTIS will then contact him and probably blacklist him. Take away his license. वो सब उसका काम है. So you must inform VTIS. All right. Now we come to the fishing vessel. Now the action by fishing vessel starts. So let me start with action by the fishing vessel now. All right, Adarsh Kumar. आदर्श कुमार, आकाश कुमार राय.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
if
Akash Kumar Rai, what will be your action on Bravo? First action.
the fishing
Yes.
vessel should not enter the TSS, sir.
All right. She should not enter the TSS. As per which rule?
Rule 10.
Rule 10. Which part? Rule 10. Which part?
Sir, Rule
Part
10
C.
India.
हाँ जी.
Rule 9 part C.
9 कहाँ से ले आए भाई तुम? 9 को यहाँ कहाँ घुसा रहे हो?
नहीं सर, चेक कर.
Sir, Rule 10 India. India.
रूल 10 इंडिया क्या कहता है?
Sir, a vessel engaged in fishing shall not impede the passage of any vessel following a traffic lane.
Absolutely right. So I have a duty not to impede as per Rule 10 India. That's my first point to say. Is this clear to everybody? Amartanu Saxena. Amartanshu Saxena.
Yes, sir.
All right, Amartanshu, what will be your next action after this line?
Sir, I will reduce my speed and take series of bearings, sir.
Okay, all right. I will reduce my speed. Well, I would like you to stop your engines. Reduce speed is okay. Stop main engine. Stop main engine.
Yes, sir.
And do not enter the TSS. And this you are doing as per rule number 8 echo. Stop main engine. Reduce speed भी कर सकते हो, but this would be a more appropriate answer since you are already so close to the TSS. That's the reason why I want you to say this. Is this okay with everybody? किसी को कोई doubt है, please पूछ लो. All right, next. Anshuman Beswar.
Yes, sir.
Anshuman is stopped main engine. Can you, Anshuman, at this stage go to starboard?
Which vessel? Vessel A?
No, I am putting you on B now. You are on vessel Bravo. Tanshu was wanting to stop engine. I'm accepting it. But I am saying you're on vessel B and you have a thought that, well, let me go to starboard. Can you go to starboard?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. 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 Can you drop your anchor? Vessel B.
In somewhere rule 10 only it was written, you should not drop anchors near the vicinity where the passage of the vessel
नहीं, वेसल ब्रावो की बात हो रही है.
following clear.
कहाँ पे लिखा है वेसल ब्रावो?
As far as it is not obstructing any vessel in TSS, she can drop anchor.
मैं वेसल ब्रावो की बात कर रहा हूँ. You are on vessel Bravo. I hope you got your vessel correct.
Yes, I'm talking about Bravo only. As far as she is not obstructing any vessels, so she can drop anchor.
Anybody in the class who would like to differ over there?
No, sir, we cannot drop anchor. According
Why?
to Rule 10 goals,
What does it say?
a vessel shall, so far as practicable, avoid anchoring in traffic separation scheme or in areas near its terminations.
Okay. But मैं तो TSS और टर्मिनेशन की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैं तो बात कर रहा हूँ इनशोर ट्रैफिक जोन की बात कर रहा हूँ.
But according to hotel, sir, H vessel not using traffic suppression scheme shall avoid it by a wide margin as it is practicable. So
Right.
he have a, so it can keep clear of him.
Correct. Absolutely right. So this is the point which is the win. He has to keep clear of it by as wide a margin as possible. He cannot be around in the inshore traffic zone in the ITZ and be dropping anchor over there. Is it okay? Because that is a that's a area full of traffic and all that. Na? People are going to be crossing from wherever. So he cannot just go and drop anchor wherever he feels like. So alteration to starboard. Does anybody in the class feel he can alter to starboard?
Yes, sir. He can go.
Yes, sir.
He can
He,
go
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If
if kya?
sir,
If
but
kya?
fishing boat can go means either anyway, sir. If he or she wants, he can go port or starboard both because there nobody mentioned that she can alter only starboard.
Right. Nahi. Okay. Can she go to port?
Yes, sir.
But in this particular situation, with respect to A, can she go to port or starboard?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. She can go to starboard.
How will it help her in crossing from starboard to port?
So she must not enter the TSS and then she can alter.
Right. So is that altering to starboard? Is that a practical solution?
Yes, sir.
It's a practical solution. ये ऐसे चला जाएगा. ये प्रैक्टिकल आंसर है उसका. स्टॉप मेन इंजन का मैं समझ पाता हूँ, बट ये अभी अगर फुल हेड कर रहा है तो ये ऐसे हार्ड स्टार्बोर्ड जाके फुल हेड करता रहे और इस तरह चले 5 नॉट पे की स्पीड पे. हाउ इज दैट अ प्रैक्टिकल आंसर?
So better he'll alter to port and then he'll pass Aston.
Can he alter to this side and come like this?
Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
much faster, so it will pass and it will go fastly. Yes.
No, my point, please try to understand. He is trying to cross from here to here. By going like this and then going like this, how's is he not creating a confusion in the whole
Sorry.
traffic scenario?
So you can turn support full round turn and then go back.
ओ लो, तो आप कह रहे हो कि उसको एक ये चक्कर ऐसे गोल का चक्कर काट के फिर ऐसे आ रहा है.
Yes, sir.
ये गोल चक्कर आप लोगों को क्या फेवरेट है क्या?
Without entering the TSS.
You cannot be making goal chakkars in the middle of the ocean, please. It is totally wrong to make goal chakkars anywhere. Okay? I don't mind you stopping your engines here and staying put. But I'm definitely against the idea of making a goal chakkar like this over here. Like this. You don't do that. And please don't do it anywhere else also. And please don't speak it also because it's going to give a terrible impression to the examiner. You don't make goal checkers anywhere. Either you stop your engine and stay put, fine, that is acceptable. But don't keep going in circles. It's a wrong notion. I know there are third officers and second officers and chief officers who have told you, maro a goal checker. But it's a very, very wrong thing to do. It doesn't help you in any way. It just buys you time. So the correct answer is you'll stop your engine, stay put, wait for this guy to cross, and then you cross like this. That's the answer. No altering to port, no altering to starboard. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir. So there is only one solution.
Absolutely right. There is only one solution, nothing else. And that is stop main engine. You can reduce your speed, no doubt about it. Okay. Now I'm going to add more dimensions here. I'm going to make this into a sailing vessel. This could be a NUC and it could be a RAM. Answer will remain the same. Answer will remain the same. That means it could have been a sailing, it could have been an NUC also, mind you. An NUC could have dropped her anchor here. She can. She is allowed to. She can drop her anchor because she might have an engine failure or something like that. So she is allowed to drop anchor. She is allowed to drop anchor. Ram is also allowed to drop her anchor because she could be doing it because of the nature of her work that she is doing. If she is engaged in maintenance of the lights and things like that. Other than that, nothing else. Is this okay with everybody? Clear to all?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So please don't make a mistake on this. बहुत ज़्यादा mistakes होती हैं इस पे. All right. Now I'm coming on to okay. Now we are coming on to Rule 15. We're coming on to Rule 15. Rule 15 is very simple. It is for two power-driven vessels. It's for two PD vessels. Two PD vessels who are crossing. And who are involved in a risk of collision. ROC is yes. The rule says that the vessel which has the other on her starboard side shall keep out of the way. That means she is a giveaway vessel. And if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid crossing ahead. That means shall not cross ahead. Shall not cross ahead of the other vessel. So I have a very simple case. This is vessel A, power-driven vessel. I have a vessel Bravo, power-driven vessel. Rule is saying two power-driven vessels and they're crossing. The risk of collision exists. So she becomes the giveaway. She is the giveaway. She becomes the stand-on. And now she has a couple of options. Can she maintain her course and speed? The answer is no. She can't do that. Because if she maintains a course and speed and she intends to cross ahead, she is not allowed to do that. Can she alter course to starboard? The answer is yes. She can alter course to starboard. Can she alter course to port? The answer is no. She is not allowed to do that. Because if she is altering course to port, her intention is to cross ahead of this guy, which is not allowed. Even if by altering course to port, she doesn't intend to do so, but her indication to this guy is going to be that I want to cross ahead of you. So that's the basic reason why only starboard side is allowed. That means this is your green side. You can see your green light. This is your green zone. Your green light is this. So your green light is telling you as a OW that you can only go on this side. This side is your red light. This is your red light, red zone. So your red zone is telling you that you can't go onto this side. So the lights actually are defined as an indicator to you, not to the other guy. They are indicating to you what you should do. So in the olden days, the OWs used to be governed by the green and the red. Green was the place where they could go. Red was the place where they could not go. And that's how the green and the red light came. That's the history behind it.